What's up, nerds, and welcome to Nerd with News. I'm your host, Sean Matches. Today is Thursday, April 15th, 2021. If you didn't know, this show is where I bring some random nerdy topics to the table, discuss them, break them down, bring them to your attention if you must. I do the show every Thursday around 5 o'clock. I know I've been doing it a little bit earlier just because I've been getting off of work a little bit earlier on Thursdays, so I figured I'd get it out there, quicker to y'all. I will then post this VOD onto our YouTube page. I know I didn't do it for the last one, and I probably will do a double post for this one. I'll post the last week's and then this one. I've just my mind's been a little scrambled lately, and I just kind of forgot. But we got some good news articles today. Not really a theme, just kind of random ones that I found throughout. The last one kind of, I would say, a little clickbaity, but. Anyways, this is Nerd News. Let's get I may stream a little bit after this since I streamed earlier. That's kind of my idea is like I want to get here earlier so I can then stream maybe a game or two after and then also post that to the YouTube page just to show y'all. I did Outriders a while ago and I may do some more Outriders, see which footage I would like to use just to show y'all the game in a sense. But yeah, so let's get into some news. We're going to start off over at Polygon. Actually, I need to refresh this real quick. Give me a sec. There we go. We're going to start off over at Polygon. This is April 13th, so 2 days ago, by Anna Diaz. Ludwig Agrin breaks world record for highest number of Twitch subscribers. The record comes after 30 days straight of streaming. Twitch streamer Ludwig Agrin has set the world record for receiving the highest number of Twitch subscribers of all time, beating the previous one set by Tyler Ninja Blevins, which was 269,155 subscribers. In the afternoon of April 13th, Agrin exceeded 270,000 subscribers, with the number still climbing at the time of publication. The achievement comes on heels of a 30-day-long subathon, where for each subscriber Agrin received, he extended the length of his stream by 10 seconds. Wow, 10 seconds only? That's kind of insane. In the end, he received only enough subs to keep the marathon going for 30 days straight, during which he streamed night and day. Although the subs continued to pour in, Agrin announced on April 11th that the event will be coming to an end April 13th. To cap off the stream, he planned something special for every sub he got that day. He would match it with a $5 donation that would go to either St. Jude's Children's Hospital or the Animal Humane Society. That's great. This got the subs going up high enough to push Agrin over the world record, which he had slowly approached throughout the course of the month. The lead up to the world record felt oddly relaxed. He cooked some food, gave some tips on how to use a paper towel. When eating a sandwich, he said, quote, "Time for the eggiest sandwich on the side of the Mississippi." But then he was cleaning a pan. The number of subs continued to climb rapidly, and he rushed to get back to his computer. In contrast, the chat was all over the place with a continuous feed of excited PogChamp emotes and notifications for new subscribers. The record-breaking number of subs is a testament to how effective the stunt was. Agrin had initially anticipated that he would stream for one day, maybe 2 days tops, as reported by the top. Maybe 2 days tops, really. But now it's taken him on 30-day-long streaming extravaganza that has made him into one of the most recognizable names in streaming. This is actually insane. As I sit back and, take it all in. So I saw this. I didn't read much of it, but I just thought it was interesting because, man, it's just crazy how these people can get sub-chains like this, and keep them going for so long. That's a lot of subscribers, like 200. It's just like insane. Like he is just like, to be a streamer, you need one of these, just to, not, you don't need, but if you have one of these, you're set for years, just like getting that high amount of subscribers for this month is insane. 270 plus thousand, and you got to imagine, I forget what the lowest tier is for Twitch, subscribe, even if it's just, like a Twitch Prime, I think it's 250. 250 goes towards the Twitch and then to the streamer, and then the other 250 goes to Twitch, I believe. which is just insane. And then you got to imagine like all of the people watching, like how many viewers he had at once, and then the ads he was rolling, and like, Jesus, 30 days straight of streaming. Like, at first I read it and I thought he was streaming like, 24 hours each of those days, which that's insane to think. I'm sure they were long days, but that's what I thought the record was, which I was like, that's inhumanely possible, like impossible. Like he must have been sleeping during those streams or something like that. Like had to be, but no, it was he'd get on and then stream that day, stream the next day. But like that's insane. Now he can just take a break for as long as he wants in a sense, and come back to it. Yeah, he's gonna lose subscribers, but damn, just getting that income spike like that is just huge and like big for streamers. And I don't even know what this guy streams. Like that's another thing that brings my attention too, is like there is so many like corners of the internet that people are willing to watch. I watched a video the other day about VTubers, which I still don't see what the heck the point is of those things, of VTubers. Like and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to hark on anybody. Everybody can like anything. You like what you want. You support it. You do what you want with it. It's just some things, some people just don't like other things. And don't make fun of people for liking those things. I'm not making fun of VTubers. I think they do their own thing. Like people like seeing cute girls, like, say weird words, stuff like that. Even though if it might not be a cute girl behind that VTube or the AR thing. But, I mean, my point was, like, I don't even know that. I've literally never heard of this guy before, and he's now, the biggest most subscriber based Twitch streamer, which is just insane. Like I've heard of Ninja obviously just because I think I hear mainly of competitive people for Twitch, competitive pro like players like Snipe Down, Shroud, Ninja, Tim the Tatman. He's not pro. Well, I guess he kind of was back in the day. Dr. Disrespect. Like, that's my type of streamers I watch. Those are the big guns I watch. But, like, this guy, I don't, like, literally have no idea what he streams. Like, if he's just, he probably is a variety streamer, but, like, it's just crazy that people get on these hype trains as well and, like, just ride it out and see how long, like, it can go. Like, it's just, if you're lucky enough to get that, like, props to you. You got to grind it out. I know you do. I know that was probably a long 30 days for that guy. And he deserves a really long rest, and we'll see how I want to see if there's some news that comes out, and let me know in the chat or, in the comments below if you see anything new about what his subscriber base is going to look like after he takes this kind of break, which I'm sure he is. I hope he does, Actually, I don't know if he did take a break. Did it say? He ended it 2 days ago, and I don't know if he's streamed, like, in these last 2 days. But anyways, check out Ludwig. If you watch him, let me know. If I wouldn't mind popping in one of the streams, seeing it. It's just crazy because I don't think I've even had him on my Twitch like front page ever. It's just funny to me. It's bizarre. On to the next piece of news. We'll talk about Outriders. This is over at Kotaku by Ari Notice. This was Monday, so it was kind of a. Was this Monday? Yeah, I guess it was. Huh. I thought it was a little recent, but Outriders can't catch a break. I haven't read this one. It's not too bad. So start off. It's been a long week and a half for the looter shooter Outriders, a game rocked by 11 days of missing functionality, server issues, and player uproar. The latest wave of problems started Friday afternoon when developer People Can Fly pushed out a patch for PC and PlayStation consoles, with an Xbox version to follow at a later unspecified time. That patch, I'm pretty sure it put some buffs in there too, which people were not very happy about. That was the uproar that they mentioned. Then at 6:17, People Can't Fly said the PS5 version of the patch would also come late. The following morning, that PS5 patch was live. By the afternoon, the patch for Xbox console was live too, but for a good 24 hours or so, crossplay only existed between PlayStation 4 and PC players. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. That's a notable divergence from how crossplay has functioned or not functioned since the launch of Outriders. During the demo, Outriders supported crossplay across all platforms, albeit in a beta state. Though you could often party up without issues, juggling players across platforms tended to result in disconnects and frame rate stutter. Square Enix told Kotaku at the time that would have, quote, have a launch, would, quote, have a 1.0 launch version of the crossplay system at launch. Outriders launched crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox, worked, but was non-functional between consoles and PC. Which, who cares? I mean, I don't really care if I'm playing with PC people. Of course, once PC players were officially able to join the fray this weekend, many console players were not. Funny how things, that is true. Funny how things work. Where if you're not on console, you can't play on console, or you can't play with PC. If you're on PC, you can't play with PC, and then like one works and the other doesn't. It's like pick and choose. If you can't, like, here's my rant. I know next gen consoles are getting really, really close to being, regarded as like PCs in a sense, right? I'm gonna scroll up from this ad. So my point is, PCs are also, upgrading as well. Like the 3080 and the 3070 just came out for NTX, right? NVIDIA, RTX NVIDIA's. So it's like, I don't think they're ever gonna match. The consoles are obviously, they're gonna get really, really close. It's gonna be like one of those those parabolas where it gets really, really, really close. Is that what that parabola does? It gets really, really close to 0, but it never touches. They never touch. So like, it's always gonna be just right there. I feel like that is how it's gonna happen. Eventually, maybe consoles are just done away with, and then it's all PCs. I feel like Xbox is eventually just going to come out with a PC, a portable computer, or that's not even is that what PC stands for? No, personal computer. But if, and I know it's next gen, and I feel bad for Outriders. It's a great game. Like it's funny how some of these games work. Cyberpunk is a different story because those people literally lied to people. The developer literally lied, saying didn't lie. They just didn't tell the truth, or just tell that the game was not going to function on old gen consoles. But as a gamer, you just need to know that you didn't expect like this game's going to be a little rough at the beginning. There's not all games are perfect. There are perfect games, but not all of them are, and they develop. There's tons of examples of games that started off rough. Destiny, Division, even The Witcher, it's one of the greatest games of all time. Like The Witcher has started off pretty rough too, and it's eventually become a great game. So I think people just aren't very patient, and I know they want. I am one as well that when I buy something, I want it to work right then and there, right? That's why you do all the research. That's why you do all the reviews. You do that for games as well. But I just think with games, you just need to know that there's so much that goes into them, servers wise and just patch wise and just software wise, that you gotta be a little patient with it, and people can't expect everything for those games. So Outriders, this goes on. I'm gonna read the next page because this is another huge deal right now. That's why I'm not playing the game actually right now. For one, there's the matter of the inventory wipes. Over the past week and change, players have reported total inventory wipes. They'd log in only to see all of their hard-earned weapons and armor completely gone. The patch that went live over the weekend purports to a multiplayer crash that could result in client players having their inventory wiped, and yet, as Luke reported last night, some players are still seeing their inventories disappear in a flash. People Can Fly says this is in the event of inventory wipe, you should immediately force close your game and reopen it. So there's a way to work around it, I think. People Can Fly is planning on fix it. I haven't seen any updated news. I might look to look. So it looks like as compensation for the woes players have experienced with Outriders, the developer will also give a legendary weapon and some titanium, which is a very valuable resource in the game's crafting system. And they're saying you can't work around like creating 6 characters and getting 6 legendaries. That's not how it works. Okay, here's the next one. It's a bit of a bummer because underneath all of this lies a truly excellent game. It really is a great game. I love this game. I really do. I haven't been able to play it just because I'm scared of the inventory wipe, and I don't want to be those people like play this game because it's great, and then it happens to me, and they're like, "Oh, I told you so. It sucks," But no, this game's great. The gameplay loop is great. It's a fun looter shooter. I wouldn't put it up near as par with like Destiny. I really do think Destiny's a great game too as well, especially vanilla Destiny. Destiny 2 even was really awesome. I may even pop back into Destiny 2 because I've seen some of my friends pop back into it because I love playing that game. It's just so grindy sometimes, but maybe they fixed it. Man, I really want to play that Destiny 2. I might boot that back up. But Outriders has given me the love back for Destiny 2. But Outriders is great. I mean, it's fun. I love third person, Gears of War running style. And it makes you feel like a badass. And I know there was some other talk in here. I know I've been trying to keep up with it because it's the third best selling game on Steam and the second most popular game on Xbox Game Pass according to digital storefronts for both retailers. It's saying, that poses the question of whether or not Outriders can keep up the momentum despite the extra baggage. I mean, but what game doesn't have baggage again? It's a good point, though, because it really does hark. People really do not. Like, if they hear all this news, they really don't want to play it. Hence me. But I'm going to hop back in. I'm going to play when it's fixed, especially with something so critical as inventory wipe. But, like, that didn't start me playing the game from launch. It didn't scare me that I couldn't play crossplay. It didn't scare me, like, if I was going to get some crashes. I'm expected of a game. Like, the game's you got to, like, work out those kinks. Inventory wipe's just really scary. I'm not going to lie. It's just really, really scary. So, yeah, that's that. I don't want to hark on this too long, but I recommend playing Outriders. Keep an eye out for when that inventory wipe, especially if you have Game Pass. It's a great game. It's fun, man. It's a fun game. You just shoot everything. The skill system works great. I'm a pyromancer. I'm burning people. You get health. I get health when I burn people alive. It's a fun game. It's very fun. Highly recommend it. Just keep an eye out. I don't know if there's any other update other than if they've fixed the inventory wipe problem yet. I figured I would have seen something because this happened Monday. Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet. Anyways, let's move to the next one. Play Outriders. It's worth it, I promise you. Microsoft. I got two Verge articles back to back here. First one's Microsoft buys AI speech tech company Nuance for $19.7 billion. It's Microsoft's second biggest acquisition since buying LinkedIn. Golly, they bought LinkedIn for that much? More than that? That's insane. Microsoft is buying AI speech tech from firm Nuance for $19.7 billion, bolstering the Redmond, Washington-based tech giant's prowess in voice recognition and giving it further leverage in the healthcare market, where Nuance sells many products. It's kind of... Oh, yeah, I guess... I wonder why it's in the healthcare. I don't know. Microsoft will pay $56 per share for Nuance to 23% premium over the company's closing price last Friday. Nuance is best known for its Dragon software, which uses deep learning to describe speech and improve its accuracy over time by adapting to a user's voice. Nuance has licensed this tech for many services and applications, including most famously Apple's digital assistant Siri. Though to what degree Siri currently relies on Dragon to answer user questions is unclear. Dragon is an industry leader in terms of transcription accuracy. The $19.7 billion acquisition of Nuance is Microsoft's second largest behind its purchase of LinkedIn. It comes at a time when speech tech is improving rapidly thanks to the deep learning boom in AI, and there are simultaneously more opportunities for its use. I just bring this article to attention because, it's cool. Microsoft is, they're building their repertoire. They got text, they got LinkedIn, they got a bunch of, they got Xbox just killing it, buying a bunch of random studios, and, even having an AI speech, like I could see that being used in some of their video game stuff, I think that's why I brought it to the table, just saying, like, this is good opportunity for other things Microsoft is dipping themselves into, good for them, I guess. I like Microsoft, so there you go. We got the last piece for Verge. Netflix is making a live-action Gundam movie directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts. This is by Chaim Gartenberg. Legendary's upcoming mecha movie is heading to streaming. Gundam is about to make the jump to live-action in a big way. Legendary Pictures is working on feature film version of Sunrise's incredibly popular mech suit anime for Netflix. Said to be directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts, best known for his work on Kong Skull Island, which is actually that's where I know him from. I knew I recognized that name, so Kong Skull Island, that's good because he works with big old monster fights, and that's basically what Gundam is, but just in mechs. So there you go. That's pretty good. Legendary was first announced to be working with Sunrise on live action film in 2018. Yeah, so I bring this up again. And I knew we mentioned it. I knew I've seen it, and Brittany was actually right. And the group, she replied to my comment. She's like, "Hey, this is where I posted this a while ago," and it's like, "Oh yeah, you're right." And it was a picture of a big old giant mech, being animated in a sense. Phase Victory. I'm gonna ignore you. I don't know who that is. Yeah, and I saw that, and I think I did remember seeing. I do remember seeing it, but I just kind of completely forgot she mentioned it. But this is I'm just bringing this back up just to let y'all know, like, yo, it's coming. I wish they had that video though. I need to pull that up of that video. I'm gonna keep reading though. It doesn't shed too much light, which only has working title at this point. Netflix hasn't announced details on who might be the cast or what the plot will be. Brian K. Vaughan is attached to the project as writer and executive producer too. The project does feel like a nearly perfect blend of subject, studio, and director. Legendary has already produced both Pacific Rim movies. Oh, that's right, they did Pacific Rim. That's pretty good then. So they know what they're doing. They got the sense of like giant fights, giant big people fights. My thing is like, what dictates live action, because if it's, I see that, if that is true, that giant, mecha robot that they were building that literally looks like that person on screen. I forget that person, which this news article wants me to go back and watch Gundam, which I am absolutely going to do. People mentioned on Crunchyroll, which I'm hoping, I don't think it's going to be subbed or dubbed but yeah, I need to find old Gundam because that is like one of my fondest memories is Gundams as like my first, even before like Dragon Ball. Before I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z, Gundams were just my jam because I had actually action figures for Gundams and I just don't remember their names. But so if that was true, if that's for the movie, that giant mech that they built in Japan, that's good. That means it's live action. But my point is, if all these movies, Kong Skull Island, Pacific Rim, those are all CGI. Is it considered live action? Just that the people actually act. I mean, that's what considers it live action. But it's like, and I guess some of the other live action movies have CGI in them, of course. Actually, I haven't seen any. I'm pretty sure Full Metal Alchemist, the Alphonse is live action. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure he is. From the trailers I watched, I'm pretty sure. But it's like, they did good with I haven't seen the Bleach one. I'm sure there's tons of CGI in that. And Death Note, I haven't seen that one. I'm sure there might not be CGI in that one, but I bet you, well, I was going to say Rurouni Kenshin. I heard that's actually pretty good live action adaptation, which is a perfect anime to live act, because it's just samurais. They're not doing anything crazy. Yeah, Rurouni's super fast, or Kenshin's really fast. The other guy has a really giant sword, which doesn't need to be CGI. The other guy is like burned alive, which that could be CGI. But it's like if the main point of the movie is the Gundams and they're CGI, then why not just keep it anime, That's my heart. That's my rant. This is just going to be a rant show, I guess, from now on. And I'm also more posing a question to y'all. It's like, do y'all consider that live action? I mean, I'm just like, if it's going to be CGI, then why not just keep it anime and make another cool anime with, it's basically just going to be Power Rangers, which is fine. I mean, I love Gundams. Don't get me wrong. I love Gundams, and I hope they pull off the space opera. That's one thing. I mean, God, that's such a good anime genre, space opera, which there's another one. I think it's called Legends of the Galaxy or Legends of Galactic or something like that I always wanted to watch. It's like 80s anime that, space operas, which that looks so good. But that's my question is to y'all. Like, is there really a point if they're just going to be CGI created, robots? But if they're not, like, I'll give it to it if they have some shots of live action, real animatronic robots. Like, that's good. I'll give them props for that. Like, good on y'all, Netflix, but, or Legendary, I guess. But I have a feeling their majority, yes, going to be CGI, which is fine with the live action character inside, and he's just going to look like he's in a green screen the whole time, but it's whatever. But I'm looking forward to this. This is probably one I will actually watch, which I think Gundam will really do, even though I'm, shitting on it right now. I think Gundam will really do a great live action, because I think it's got the drama and it's got the action in it, and it's and I actually do like Pacific Rim. I like the first one. I really did like it. I don't remember the second one very well, but I do like the first one. The first one was really good. So I think Legendary Kong Skull Island, actually a pretty good movie too. So yeah, look out for that. No news really, just me bringing it up, talking mess, talking good about it, but posing a question if y'all are excited for it. If you think CGI and live action, if that's like if that's gonna be the precedent, nowadays. So, anyways, on to the last piece. I like bringing these up just because I know they're super clickbaity. Not really clickbaity. They're just, I guess they are. But CBR, comic book, which is not, comic book. I think it's Comic Book Reader. They have a lot of these where it's like 10 best anime with less than 30 episodes, or 10 best anime with all, black character cast, or 10 best anime that people are super underrated, stuff like that, or 10 best female actors, team best tsunares or tsundres, whatever you call them. I like these because I just, I like seeing these the animes ones, because then it's like, oh, maybe I should actually go watch these, especially if they're in 30 episodes. That's that's a weekend right there. That's 15 episodes a day. I could knock that out. That's easy. This was published 4 days ago by Mick Maverick, maybe. I'm not gonna really read, that. Basically, I've kind of went through the list already, but Devil's a Part-Timer is a great anime. I've already watched that. I know the manga is done. Is not dumb. It's done. At least I think it is. I read something a while back ago where people are wanting a season 2 of it because the manga does continue and it goes longer than what season's been out already. Maybe it brings it up in here. No, it doesn't. It's a great anime. I love it. Basically that's the devil, Beelzebub. He gets put into the dimension of the real world, and he literally runs a McDonald's. It's awesome. Berserk, I don't know if I'll watch it. I mean, I probably should. I more than likely read the anime or the manga. Why, I'm just getting tongue twisted. But it is complete, right? I don't think it is complete. It is incomplete. It's crazy that same animation studio that made the original Pokemon series. That's kind of crazy. But I'd rather just watch the 3 movies series, which is insanely good. I think it's called The Golden Egg. That was a great movie series. Ends very weirdly. See, like 10 seinen anime where the villain wins in the end. Oh, I think it's supposed to be shonen. I don't think that's misspelled. I don't know. Bacano is a definitive westernized anime. Never heard of that one. Definitely put it on my list, though. Place Further Than the Universe is Wholesome. Never heard of that one. That's number 7. I'll put that on my list as well. Erase, that one's definitely on my list. I know it's pretty good. I've heard good things about it. It's a 12-episode one. That's a sit down. That's a day's work right there. That's easy. Nothing. Hellsing is definitely on my list as well. I heard this one's great. Blood Lad is anime's Twilight. Never heard of this one. I'll put it on my list as well. Devilman Crybaby, I've went through it a bit. I just couldn't keep getting into it. I mean, I love the animation. And it gets real edgy real quick. But I think I'll go back and finish it because I know it's pretty good and it's short. I mean, I think it's like 21 episodes or 12 episodes. Oh, it's 10. Are you kidding me? It's only 10? Why didn't I finish this? I think other stuff came out and I was just like, meh. Psycho-Pass, great one. Love Psycho-Pass. I'm pretty sure, though, they have second seasons. Maybe they're just talking about season 1. But I'm pretty sure they have the other seasons. And then, of course, who would thunk, right? Cowboy Bebop, number 1. Such great anime. I'm surprised that they should have put Trigun up here. I'm not gonna lie, which I think Trigun's less than 30. It could be like a 50, but I think Trigun's 24. But man, so yeah, there's that list. I'm gonna try and do some more of these. What's up, Joe? But on to like release dates and stuff like that. Just to finish out the day. Nothing on Netflix that I found very interesting coming out this week, and no movies coming out that I found. Did find one video game that I'm going to be playing the mess out of, and Joe, I hope you are too. MLB The Show is coming out tomorrow, baby, 21. It's coming out on Game Pass as well for Xbox fans. I talked about this last week, which was huge news, which is just flipping the industry for gaming right now, where it's like, man, Microsoft has this Xbox has this Netflix subscriber thing. I don't really care about you, Joe, so sorry. I only bring stuff to the show that I care about. No, okay, but yeah, good point. The new Season of You comes out. How much is Game Pass? It is $14.99 for the Ultimate Edition, Joseph. That is for your PC, for your Xbox, and then you also get xCloud. And I think it's like $10.99 just for Xbox only. But yeah, coming out, MLB The Show 21 is out tomorrow. I plan on, actually, one of my friends asked me if I wanted to do like a season thing with them. I was like, abso-freaking-lutely. This is one of those games that I actually can play and like be good at. I suck at Madden. I suck at NBA 2K. I'm okay at FIFA. But I feel like baseball is kind of my game. And Joe, that's not a lot. Come on, man. That's only $14.99. So it's just like just take out. You don't even have like Netflix. You use somebody else's. Just use this. Use the money you would pay for Netflix for this. I'll get you in that season if you get the game, Joe. Absolutely. Sadly, I don't think MLB The Show is going to be crossplay, but if you do get it on Xbox, I will get you in that season, Joe. Absolutely. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the news, guys. That's it for the show. Thank you for joining me, Joe. I'm going to post this and the other one that I forgot to post last time on the YouTube page. And leave down below comments what you think on Gundam live action movie. What you think about Outriders if you're playing it. Let me know if you're playing it because I want to, squad up. You know what I'm saying? But next time will be April 21st. Yeah. I think that's right. 22nd. I can't do math. Yeah, and next week, Demon Slayer movie coming out. I've already got my ticket. Hope y'all got y'all's ticket. I will be seeing it Friday night with the waifu. And, well, wife. She's real. She's not fake wife. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and stay nerdy, guys. See y'all next time.